Group G has just finished their group stage games, all three of them, meaning the entire group stage is done. We just made a reaction video to our the Brazil Cameroon game. So we're just going to move on to the second game of the group, that being Serbia Switzerland. Definitely was a more entertaining one. Finished with a higher uh, amount of goals scored, and ends up with Switzerland moving on alongside Brazil. So, what do you guys think about the game? Tell us about it.
Diego, you want to go first?
Sure. I thought it was a very entertaining game. I think we saw the best of both teams and the worst of both teams. Um, I think Serbia, okay, so I personally, I was, Switzerland was one of my dark horses for this World Cup, alongside Denmark, which we know how that ended, and Uruguay, which we also saw how that ended. So, of my three dark horses, only one of them has progressed to round 16. So I was really holding on hope for this team, and I was impressed, but also not impressed. And okay, I don't want to take anything away. Serbia have an excellent attack. I think Mitrovic, Vlahovic, Tadic in behind, even at Filip Kostic on the left side, like they have some serious threat going forward. Mitrovic is a beast. He is just so hard to contain for any defender. And that header he scored is great. Vlahovic is an excellent player. But Switzerland, I think, I don't know. I think like they just have that kind of team cohesion. Like I still remember back when they beat Belgium in the Nations League, it was like a 5-3 win or something like that. And I was like, hold on, this team is interesting. That was like 2-3 years ago, and I've been trying to follow with them ever since. And I like their team. Shaqiri is so important to that team. I sent you guys that stat. I forget what it is right now, but basically he's involved in like 50% of the goals in major tournaments for Switzerland in like the past 4 years.
Yeah, so I think it was
so
12 out of the 24. 12 out of 24 goals scored.
Yeah. And even the goals he didn't directly assist or score today, he was so important in creating them. The second goal, he drove to the midfield, fed, I think it was Freuler for an assist, or not assist, he then passed it out wide to then Mbolo get the cross. And then the third goal was a beautiful dink over the top for Vargas to kind of backheel to Freuler to score. So Shaqiri is just so important to this team, and I'm worried that the thing is, Shaqiri is known for having injury issues. So I'm hoping he can stay fit this entire tournament, because I think Switzerland, I don't want to jinx it, but I think they could put up a fight against Portugal. But they need Shaqiri to be at his best to do that. So we'll see if they can. But I was impressed with Switzerland, even if their defense, they couldn't really handle Serbia's attack for good portions of it.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Switzerland's their goals were like really well played out. I thought their great team goals, specifically that third goal, was very well done. The dink and then the little flick on, and then the finish was great. Defensively, I agree, Diego. They weren't great. I mean, granted, they didn't have Summer in goal either. They had, because I think he was sick or something. He didn't play, or they were resting him. I'm not too sure, but I know the announcers mentioned that he was sick or something, so he didn't play. I think defensively, looking at defensive wise, I think the goalkeeper should have saved the second goal that Serbia scored, because it wasn't a great finish. It just he got caught moving. He never set on the shot, so he was just kind of in no man's land there because he couldn't do anything. But that's just goalkeeping. But yeah, that's it. Just defensively, they need to shore up. I think they'll be okay because they were trying to go for the win anyway. They weren't going to try and draw. So they were kind of like forget about defense, but they were focusing on the attack, and they could have scored more too at the end. So yeah, the first half was strong. That's where all the goals came from. It was 3-2 in the first half. Second half, the game kind of died out. It looks like Serbia, in my opinion, struggled to attack. I don't know. They didn't look like a threat like they did in the first half. They couldn't really string a whole bunch of passes together, which is a bit disappointing. And then the Serbian bench decided to get involved into the game at one point after a flop by Mitrovic, and they got on the field, which was very weird to me. And they're very adamant at the ref. One of the backup goalkeepers, got a yellow card. But I thought certain points of the game in the second half, the Serbians kind of got mad, kind of was unprofessional at certain points and got mad for no reason, and tried to start some fights between the Swiss. So yeah, they get knocked out deservedly. So they didn't play great, but they did their best. Yeah, I think the Switzerland's a dark horse that I had, so I'm 2 for 3 for dark horses so far, Japan and Switzerland. So Denmark I also missed out on, but yeah, I think Switzerland could actually give Portugal a run for their money. I won't say what I think, but I think it'll be a good game when they play each other.
And to your point, Serbia actually had a total of 7 yellow cards in the second half handed to them, and they had none in the first. So obviously the manager said something about being more aggressive, and they took that to heart. So yeah, I don't think does this include the backup goalkeeper? No, I don't think this does. So there was also the one sent to the backup goalkeeper as well. So that was 8 yellow cards in that second half. So yeah, they definitely got more aggressive. I think they were trying to like unsettle Switzerland. Get them a little nervous, maybe a little
flustered,
like out of their flow. Yeah, and maybe try to help them out. But Switzerland handled it very professionally and kept the lead.
Great job by Switzerland. They got the job done. Yeah. They showed their class too. I thought, yeah, they showed their class today. I thought their touch was amazing. All their players had great touches on the ball. So, yeah, it's something to look forward to for the round of 16.
Yeah, Switzerland for me is always every tournament is like the one underdog that no one rates at all. Like you don't bring them up except Dago. Dago's always Dago's
always right. Just kidding. Whoa. Sorry, what happened yesterday? Hold on.
Just kidding. But there's like no one, even as underdogs, no one rates Switzerland. Like, which is disappointing. Like, because we've seen worse teams rated higher, and I think it's about time that we start. Giving them the credit they deserve.
They had one of the best matches of the decade against France when they came back to win 3-3. That was an incredible match. That was such a good game. So like they had that fight in them. They just, maybe this sometimes they lack the individual quality, but they have that dog in them. That's right.
I think that's what it is. I think it's like the team doesn't have any stars per se, and besides, Shaqiri, of course, like he's their star, and he's not a star as much anymore. He plays for Chicago Fire in the MLS, and the other star would be, I think, Summer, of course, but he's a keeper, right? So no one, you don't rate keepers that highly unless they're the likes of Neuer, or Buffon, things like that. So they don't. Yeah, like I said, they might not have the star power, but like you said, also they have the fight, they have the teamwork, things like that, and it's gotten them far. And I guess we can't wait to see really what they do this next knockout groups they do play. Portugal, like you said. I don't know, Dave, what are you thinking? What are you thinking for that game?
I think it's not a shoo-in for Portugal. I know people are going to say Portugal, and I don't blame them for saying. I'm not saying they're not, but I'm also saying don't sleep on Switzerland. They could do something. They can keep it tight, nick a goal on the break, because Portugal are trying to control the game because that's the kind of team they are. But let's be honest, Portugal haven't looked the most convincing. They played I don't want to get to Uruguay, but I was very disappointed in Uruguay, and they played a very disappointing Uruguay team, and they barely beat them. I thought Uruguay has to score, and then even the other games, Portugal just weren't the most convincing. Ronaldo hasn't had his best tournament. Sorry, Ronaldo fans, he hasn't. So I just don't write off Switzerland. I think we could see potentially another upset.
You can't disagree with that.
But I mean,
yeah,
he might.
Did I say something like he didn't even have a shot on target today or something like that?
He had a poor game today. Very poor.
Yeah. I saw that. I think I clicked on like the Portugal game, I guess, was happening, and it was like on One Football, and it was like he has the chance to win player of the match in that moment. This was like 60th, 70th minute, by the way. So I don't know what One Football is.
It's just popularity vote for
entirely. I want to say interesting stat this year is that not a single country has won all three, and I think that of the group stage matches, and I think that really just shows how entertaining of a season of a tournament this has been. I think it's great. I'd much prefer that than constant favorites winning and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I think there's a little interesting bit of trivia here. I want to say, I was looking at this earlier, there's only 2 players that have scored in every three like group stage games, all 3 group stage games. I don't know if you guys know which ones those are.
I'm gonna take a guess. Hold on. I think it's gonna be like some random players.
I mean, I don't know, random, but
Okay, so like they're like well established already.
Vincent Abubakar.
hold on. I'm pulling up the page. Keep
Hmm.
guessing. I'm just pulling up the page. I saw something.
I'm gonna go. Oh, Marcus Rashford. Wait, no, he didn't score
No, he
against
didn't
the
score
U.S.
against USA.
Damn, he has the most goals in the tournament though.
It was not Vincent Abubakar, by the way. It was not. It's not him.
Taremi? No.
My
Didn't score
computer
against
is so slow right now. Sorry.
Wow.
Shoot, I don't
No,
know.
not Taremi.
One of the Japanese players? No, because they didn't score.
No.
One of the Koreans?
Morata?
Yeah,
Fulkrug?
Morata.
Is Fulkrug one or no?
Fulkrug did not score in the first game.
Oh, right.
Who's the other one? Morata and who?
It was Morata. Or was it just one? It was just Morata. I think it was actually just Morata.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
top class. It's a shame you
Just
bring
that
them
guy.
off when you need to score, but you know.
Yeah.
that's crazy, but all right.
Yeah,
I mean,
only played to score in the 3 games, which I think I think Mbappe was close. I think he scored twice, but then they lost to Australia. So, or Tunisia.
True.
Sorry, Tunisia. So,
yeah.
I think, are we seeing a Morata Golden Boot? I don't know.
There's a chance. I mean, no one else is scoring as consistently. But
No, I think he's tied
Yep.
on 3 with everybody else. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like I said, it depends if they play him.
Yeah,
true.
For sure. All right. Well, we'll cap this one off here then. If you got to this point, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you have not. We are 14 away from 100. We have a month to go for that goal, so please help us out. Like the video if you did indeed enjoy it. We should be having a revisiting our original predictions video coming up pretty soon. So if that interests you, subscribe. You can turn notifications on as well, so you're told when that comes out right away. So, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you throughout the World Cup.